Hi you guys, this is Simply Monique, and I wanted to show you guys my my vintage style Valentine's tablescape and candy table. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Sorry there isn't any music this time. I know I usually have music in my videos. And this is actually in the dark. As you can see, I have candles, various types of candles lit for a romantic feel. So I just want to give you an overall look. And back there is my candy dessert table. Okay, so now I'm going to turn the light on so I can explain what I've done, and as well as you can get a close-up, a better look. So bear with me if my hand shakes. Okay, so you guys, I call this a vintage style Valentine's Day because of the various burlaps and wooded things that I have on my table here. You start out with this burlap placemat here. This was purchased from Amazon. And then you simply, let's see if I can remove this, show you guys how I did this. You want to layer everything. So I started out with my burlap placemat here. Then my second layer was this heart that I purchased from the dollar store. And if you guys have seen my Valentine's Day Dollar Tree haul, you'll see some of those items there. So go check out that video for me. This so that's the layering of the placemats. Now you want to start the layering of your dinnerware. And the first layer will be this charger here. And I didn't want so much of red, so I thought the gold would match beautifully since I have my burlap here. And it's a vintage style, so a lot of times you see like browns with vintage style because it's like woods and old looking things. So I thought that will tie in very good, very well. Okay, so that's your first layer of your dinnerware. The second layer, for my second layer, I have this white plate here. And this set, I believe I got this for my wedding 10 years ago. Okay, so that's your second layer, excuse me, second layer. Okay, my third layer will be this dinner plate here, well, smaller dinner plate. And I purchased this from Goodwill. This was also in my Thanksgiving decor. So that's my second. No, I'm sorry, I keep getting my layers mixed up. A lot of times some people don't state that their charger is the first layer, but it really is. Technically it is. So that's why I keep getting confused with what layer I am on. So this is the first layer, your charger. My second layer is my dinner plate. The third layer would be my smaller dinner plate. And then my fourth layer is this white bowl here, which came with a set of this white dinner plate here. So this is my fourth layer. And then for your silverware, what I did here, you guys, these napkins came from the dollar store as well, Dollar Tree, as well as the silverware. This silverware is plastic. And this is a burlap ribbon. I simply rolled my napkin up and I hot glued the burlap ribbon around the napkin, and then I also hot glued these sticks on the burlap ribbon, and then as well as hot glued these two hearts here. So to make it look a little elegant, I'm going to place that like that. And when you put your your utensils, if you're going to layer it, you guys, make sure it's going in the same direction on all of your dinner settings. Make sure it's going in the same direction. Okay, and then for my glassware, what I did, ooh, almost knocked it down. I purchased these mirrors, was purchased from offline. I believe I got it from Amazon. I'm not 100% sure. But I just placed this here. And you want to make sure your glassware is on the right side of your dinner setting, on the right side. And then these were purchased from the dollar store. You want to simply lay them across from each other, pink across from one another, and then my reds across from one another as well. I thought about hot gluing these down, but I didn't want to do that because I'm going to use this mirror again. You want to kind of bring them in, and then you get your glassware and place it on top. Okay, so that is how I set up my table. And then if you watch my other video, my DIYs, I made this centerpiece here. I did a video on the centerpiece here. So please go back and watch that video there. This is, I bought this from the dollar store. This was not in any of my videos because I got this at the last minute and I didn't do anything to it other than place a candle, a battery operated candle in there. I did purchase some real candles to go in here, but they were too wide, so I just used that battery operated tea light there. And this here, I believe I used this for Christmas, I think, which is these also were purchased from the dollar store. It's just a candlestick and one of the vases, and I just used my E6000 and glued those together. These are table scatter purchased from the dollar store, and then I put a rose on the inside and filled it with water, and this is a floating rose candle that I purchased from Michael's. And this right here was purchased from, I want to say the dollar store, just hot glued. No, I used my E6000 to put around here. So that was something that I already had. And that's pretty much it. Oh, these candles here. I simply took some twine and I wrapped it around, and then when I got to the end, I just hot glued the end to the candle here to give it more like a vintage look, since my theme is vintage style Valentines decor. And I had this lantern already, this battery operated lantern. I had this already at home, and I just set that in the middle of my centerpiece here. Again, watch that video of me doing that project there. Okay. All right, so now we're going to move on to the candy table here. Okay. This is my candy table. Oh, let me explain up here. I purchased these signs here from the dollar store as well. This came as is, and I just hot glued some twine on the back of this one, connected to this heart, and then connected to the other one here. And then this is a chalkboard, so you can write on the back on this, and I wrote candy dessert table. Give it that vintage style look as well. And then below here, in the center, I have a cupcake stand. We plan on baking some cupcakes, and we're going to place that here. And let me start on this side. This is my left side. All of these candy jars were purchased from, I believe, from the dollar store. Okay, we have some bubble gum. This is just a candle purchased from the dollar store. Some kisses, pink kisses, inside of a heart vase. That was in my Dollar Tree Valentine's Day haul video as well. Some candy bags here. We have bubble gum. Just a lot of variety of candies. This jar here, you guys, I just simply glued this onto the candlestick. These two items were purchased from the dollar store, Dollar Tree. And then I took the burlap ribbon and I hot glued it around. And then this is some of the red diamond wrap that they have at the Dollar Tree. And I just hot glued it around there as well, just to give it a little vintage style look there. And back here, I did a DIY project on here, on this, my mason jar, vintage style mason jar for Valentine's Day. Check out that video as well. Back here, I just have some chalk, just in case we want to change our sign up there. We can just come here and get the chalk and write on there. And these boxes were purchased from Dollar General. They were $1.50, I believe. And on the inside there, if you can see, it says Valentine's Day. Okay, and this box here was also purchased from Dollar General, and I believe it was $1.50 as well. No, I take that back. This was purchased from Dollar Tree, I believe. Okay, and then over here, various candies as well, some dum-dums. And this is another vintage style Valentine's mason jar that I also did a DIY project on. And check out that video. And some more candies, some more kisses. These are red. The red ones have pink on the other side, red on this side. Followed by some more candy bags. The strawberry candies. Hard candy. And then I just put a little bit of heart table scatter here. And here's that burlap to tie in my vintage style. And you guys, when you're doing a table, a candy table, you want to have various heights. So that's why you see the variation of my heights here. Start out well, and then you also want to make sure you do your centerpiece first, because everything is going to be centered around your centerpiece. So do your centerpiece first, which that's what I did. And then I just made sure everything was kind of even on both sides with the variation of your heights. Okay, so that is my vintage style candy table. Okay. Please excuse those boxes there. I think I stated already that we're getting ready to move. So, and actually those boxes was there not too long after I moved in this place. We've been here for almost 2 years and didn't have that much room, so I just left it there. So please excuse those boxes. But hopefully you guys enjoy this live video here. Just give you one more glance at the overall candy table and my tablescape. Vintage style Valentine's tablescape and candy table. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and leave your comments below. If this is your first time to my channel, I want to welcome you. If you are a return subscriber or a return viewer, I want to thank you very much for tuning in. And please hit the subscribe button, you guys. Give the sister some support. I love to create. I love to design. This is my passion and my hobby. So support me, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And just in case, if I do not come back on my channel before Valentine's Day, you guys have a wonderful, beautiful, joyous, happy Valentine's Day. And remember to love yourself and stay true to yourself, then you're able to love others. Thank you so much for watching. This is Simply Menique.